This is TWiT.
Google is about to make a move into the checking account making business, apparently. Again, Wall Street Journal reporting on a project called Cash, but not like C-A-S-H, it's C-A-C-H-E.
That would have been more clever, right?
Yeah, I think they're kind of doing the double meaning thing there.
C-H-E-S-E?
C-A-C-H-E, so cash, like cash in your browser, even though it's cash money.
Sorry.
For whatever reason, they went with the cash in your browser. Yeah.
Okay.
Clever.
Because they're Google, I guess.
Nerds.
Partnership with, yes, exactly. Partnership with banks, credit unions to offer checking accounts, but not positioning itself the way Apple does, where it's like, this is an Apple card. You know, yes, it's a Google card of some sort, but they're really relying on the banks handling all the financial, the compliance activities, the banks really just taking the lead, being front and center. So with that information, I'm like, well, then, how is Google involved?
Yeah.
Like, Google Pay?
I don't want any part of that myself because they've been so flaky when it comes to financial stuff, whether it's was it Android Pay now or is it Google Pay now?
It's been 3 or 4 things. Yeah. Now it's Google Pay.
So now it's okay. And then
it was Android Pay and it was Google Wallet and it was many things.
It's still the same service and it hasn't changed. They just keep changing.
Except for the name every 2 years.
I don't trust it. If they're leaning on the
still
banks,
works just fine.
Yeah. It works.
If they're
I use
leaning
it
on the
everywhere.
banks,
Facebook Pay is coming too, right?
That's right. Facebook Pay.
said it. Yeah.
there's a Facebook Pay.
And is that now? I know very little about. Yes, there's Facebook Pay coming. I know very little about this. Are you familiar with it, Matthew? Like, how would it differentiate?
I just read about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would just. It sounds like it's going to be payment built into Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, so you could pay people easily.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I imagine Google would do the same with this sort of thing because, like, now when you check out online retailers, like indie retailers, indie artists, you can use the most common ones I see are PayPal, number 1. Number 2 is Afterpay, which is another service that's come out that's like it's basically you're borrowing money and you can pay it in like increments to the person selling you the thing, and Google Pay. And so,
so it's like layaway.
That's what it sounds like. Digital layaway.
Do you remember layaway?
I do.
Remember?
Yeah, Afterpay is like digital. It's like digital layaway, and I don't know how it works. So I've been very curious because I've been seeing it all over Instagram, like now accepting Afterpay for like this indie product. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Google was trying to like get a piece of the pie in this to just become more like more online, more in every part of the internet.
Yeah, well, no question about that.
If they're leaning on the banks to handle all of this infrastructure, what is Google getting out of this?
Well, so
Sorry.
Well, you're right. Data, great for data gathering, customer behavior, knowing about all that kind of stuff. They have plans to offer things like loyalty programs, also possibly entice people with no service fees.
So that's the same thing Amazon is doing essentially, right? Amazon knows what you're buying and when you buy it and what you're using to pay for it with each and every time because they know, hey, all right, last time you used this card, so let's go ahead and use this card again. And then 2 days later, hey, remember when you bought this? You may want to buy this too. We can ship it right now. It's
working pretty well for Amazon, actually. Yeah.
But those Google advertisements kind of really supercharge their ability to just hone in on exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, would you get a Google credit card, a Google checking account?
No.
Okay, Ann says no.
No.
Flo, I get the feeling that you would.
Yeah, it depends on the perk.
Okay. It's a perk sort of thing.
You all know I'm a coupon clipper, so I need what is the perk? Do I get cash back? Like, do I get some added, things with it? Like, sweeten the deal for me because.
Do you get a credit card that's made of titanium? Made out of titanium. Was that important to you?
Chromium.
Made out of chromium.
Okay.
Matthew, is this something that sounds like intriguing for you? Like, would you have a problem with Google having its hands in your finances?
Don't word it like that.
Well, it's kind of that.
I guess I wouldn't. I mean, I just assume that they already probably know almost everything about me anyway, or they could find it out quite easily. So I don't actually, this is probably the wrong attitude, but I don't actually feel like it would be a significant change from what they kind of could already figure out.
Totally.
And they have so many connections to, financial databases and health databases and stuff like Ascension that we don't even know about. I figure they could probably get all that stuff anyway. So
yeah,
I probably would go for it.
With what Miss Flo said, I guess it would depend on the perks being worth it.
Sure.
So I probably would if it's got nice perks, but if it's not offering.
It's kind of a toss-up, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you trust less, like your bank or Google? Right. It's like it's like the worst of two evils, like who's worse, the telephone company or the cable company?
Exactly.
It's hard. It's a toss-up, really.
Well, and considering that Google is working in such close partnership with your bank, it's kind of like both of them. So it's like, do you just not trust your bank, or do you just not trust both of them at the same time?
Dadgummit,
both of them. So then the perks would have to be really good. Really good. Maybe you get what is it called when you sign up for the Google data, like $2 a month? I literally just Google One or something like that. Maybe get that for free.
Oh yeah.
So you get 100 gigs of extra data every month for free, included with your credit card.
And for some people, that's a pretty good value.
Yeah.
Totally. I remember looking at your drive.
Sorry.
Oh, you remember looking at my drive, do you? Yeah. I don't know that you looked at it, but we talked about it. If you looked at it, that's news. That's information that I was not privy to.
I mean, talked about.
Okay.